Dave, McKenzie, Tristan Taylor. This is win number 4. Tell us how you did it today.
Today we sort of tried to do the same sort of game plan as yesterday and went to Redcliffe, and second cast we got a really good fish, and we were hoping we'd get at least a couple before it died down, but we didn't, so we caught that one and then stuck around there for a few hours and sort of rustled up a bag of small fish with the big one. But it just the wind died right out, so we had to come up with another plan, and we went across to Bribey and fished the canals in there because we figured that it doesn't really matter if it's calm, and it was a bit deeper in there, but it was still pretty low tide and no current when we went in there, so we only got 2 bites, but they were good bites, so we got 2 30-forkers in there, and just using the atomic brim shad along the front of pontoons, sort of twitching it, just the shallow one, so it was just underneath the pontoon, and got a couple of good bites in there, and then that was about it.
Yep. Now your lead was nearly 2 kilos when you left this morning. Was that a consideration? Could you back off and take it easy?
We could have backed off and taken it quite easy because we only needed maybe 2 kilos. So if we got a bag, we would have been fine. But we thought yesterday we had a really good day. Let's go out there and do the same thing again, see if we can get the big fish. And yeah, it worked. I mean, glad we went straight there because second cast, that's the biggest yellowfin bream I've ever caught, 1.3 kilos. So it was pretty fun getting him out off the top of North Reef. That was awesome, and
came out of a foot of water, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, Tristan, you've got an outfit there. Run us through the tackle you used.
Yeah, so we've got, this is one of the new Samurai fishing rods, the Infinite series. So this is the 6'9", 2 to 6 pound. So very blinged up gear here, and we've got the Megabass Levito 256. We were using the Unitica 10-pound braid today, and then we were putting 8-pound Unitica fluorocarbon on there as a leader. So fairly heavy, but we're pulling fish out of really tight, rocky country, so you needed that kind of gear. But it's just nice having a really light rod, really responsive, so you can feel every little tap. You're running over rock the whole time, so you need to know what's rock, what's weed, what's fish tapping on your lure, and that certainly does the job for us.
What was the lure selection for the tournament?
We tried a few different lures, but the only thing that really worked was the atomic crank in the 38 mil deep at Redcliffe, and then the brim shad in the canals. But we only used the brim shad for maybe half an hour, I suppose. But every other fish this weekend came on the deep crank, except for 1 or 2 big fish on the first day on the surface on the Megabass Dog X. But yeah, that atomic crank. We say it every year. We win it. That's how we win them on the atomic crank. It's not a hard lure to use.
It's a simple man's lure.
You just cast it out as far as you can and slowly wind it back in, and that's all you have to do.
Now, you guys haven't done much brim fishing in the last 12 months. This event sort of draws you out of retirement.
Yes.
What is it about this event that you like so much? Obviously, winning 4 times certainly helps.
The bay's a wicked arena. Like, there's just so many areas you can fish, and there's big fish to be had. And 3 days really sort of tests you. You know, you can fluke it for a day, but to do it 3 days straight, it just doesn't happen. You have to sort of work at it, and you have to fish different areas, and it challenges us. I think and we're fishing against some really good fishermen in the bay.
It's the best field in Queensland when it's held. We've only got 5 teams this year, but they're the 5 best teams that we expect to be here.
Yeah.
This event is the ultimate test across 3 days on the biggest arena we have on the Brim Tour. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Definitely like to thank the Samurai Reaction. Their rods are awesome, and we've just been using those for probably the last 8 years now since they came onto the market, and they're unreal. So they also, that's Frogley's Offshore. They also have all the Megabass gear, all the atomic gear. Used all of that this weekend. Yep. And the Unitica fluorocarbon and braided lines. They were essential to catching our fish.
Well,
also the other competitors, it makes a big, it made it happen. We thought it might not happen this year, and to get 5 teams out was it was good to everyone put the cash up, and everyone enjoys it. Everyone that ever fishes it enjoys it.
Next year will be the 10th Queensland Open. You'll be gunning for win number 5.
Yes.
Give it a shot. We've only missed 1 ever, so we're pretty keen to keep it going.
Yep. We went from last to first this year.
Yes.
and funnily enough, that's exactly what happened last year. Well, Brito and Wishy, when they won, they were last on the first day and they were first on the last day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, but we actually lost the Queensland Open last year. That's what I meant. Like we dead
We were the
last.
wooden spooners.
Yeah, which was a bit of a shock. We didn't really like that, so we wanted to come out and do it right this time.
You've done well. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thanks, Simon.